Hello and good morning from UK. This is morning here in UK, wherever you are. Good day to you. Good evening. Good afternoon. Okay, well, I'm preparing. Okay, okay. The topic I want to bring to you this morning here in UK. It's always good to start when the day. Good to start the day with Lord's guidance or God's guidance. Of course, we always want to begin our morning meditation with some passages in the Bible. Now, the text that I want to bring to you is found in the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 8. It goes like this: Cease from anger and forsake wrath, fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Yes. Sometimes or many times, anger bringing us a negative impact of our character. It goes the other side of our character. When we are happy, it's opposite. When we are angry, we forget about everything. We forget that there is God. Now, I think when we do an opening in our day, we always want a secured uh, accomplishment for the day. We are going to work, we forget everything left behind at home and go to work. May our heart be full of inspiration from God. We knew that many people are having so much burden for keeping anger in themselves. And aggression is common to everyone. You know, I was watching the Animal Kingdom, and you can always see the aggression of many animals. So most likely is the carnivorous animal has so much aggression. They see their fellow animal like food for them, and they feel always hungry. But no matter how full they are, they keep on destroying other animals. So aggression for them is very, very common. So you notice that some vegetarian animal are those that suffer the aggression of these carnivorous animals. And you can see that when you watch the videos of those experiences and the safari. So it always goes like that. The camel, the giraffe, the those deer, impala, sheep, well, goat. Well, of course, it has been the victim of the aggression of the animal, and this becomes their food. Okay. Becoming their food. Okay, so from the giant grizzly to the gnat, species of all sizes get angry. Everyone's getting angry, no matter how kind is the thing, the animal could be. Okay, all right. So research shows that even a tiny fruit fly will raise up its wings for taking their right, and many times it's becoming an it's becoming, no matter how small, tiny, if there is some aggression against them, they always do the thing. So anger raises the heart rate for us human being. Anger raises the heart rate. It elevates testosterone and causes brain activity to skyrocket. Now, while it might aid in some preservation of those creature unable to negotiate for humans, it can trigger heart attack and friendships and destroy bodies. So this is very common. So you will see those with a this kind of character. They always being attacked on their heart because that's one common problem with this. So human can reason through their reaction, and they need that. And it's always happening that when our anger raises up, it would takes us out of control. Now, the Mayo Clinic is a nonprofit academic medical center, so has some great research-based advice on how to manage anger. It says think before you speak. Yes, when you are angry, don't just um, express yourself. Think about it. Think whether it will be good or not. So don't burst to anger and let your anger burst into such bad mouthing. Now, think before speaking. Number two, you do exercise. You know, some exercises could ease and relax your blood circulation that would take you to normalize the circulation of blood. So wherever your anger, the blood circulation would normalize and your anger would go down. And yes, maybe another thing, you can take a time out. So leave it for a while. Your anger, just turn around a little time, and then you can see a different side of thinking. So it might bring you to some other or refreshing idea and not to focus on your anger. Another thing is that turn your focus to solutions. Okay. Turn your focus to solution. So, although it is not easy to turn or to focus into solution, but sometimes when we are angry, our anger is what we are focusing. But if we can hold back to ourselves and see whether it would be profitable to us or not, of course, when we are angry, think about things that would brings us into a more harmonious thinking. So use the I statement. So think about yourself. Use the I statement when explaining feelings. Okay. Yes. Go to yourself and think about what could I, or what shall I, or things like that. So we will avoid a negative impact of our anger. Another thing is that practice relaxation. Yes, you cannot easily relax when you're angry. But if you can manage to, say, relax with that, then the effect in your body would come down and you can see yourself like uh, easy. Your breathing is becoming more relaxed, and that's a practice that we should do in everyday life, because everyone has its own principle. Everyone has its own pride. We know that if we or someone step on our head, we need to strike them back. But this should not be the way, because this will spark the bigger trouble. And lastly, oh yes, use humor and ultimately be forgiving. Yes, this is a thing that would brings us into a more peaceful state. You know, when we get angry and we are trying to forget what we are angry for, just think about the solution. And there are many people that I really admire these kind of people that instead of retaliating into a reasoning, then they're thinking of what to do next instead of focusing or staying into their anger. So those people with the leadership ability, they are so positive that whenever they get angry, they turn to a better way rather than focusing to the thing that makes him angry. So much of their advice mimic the wise word of both King Solomon and Jesus. So King Solomon has the best advice so far we can see and we can find in the Bible. And Jesus is his meekness, that human that never found any deceit. It's always truth. And diffusing anger is only half the battle. This is only half the battle. That's why if we focus on our anger, we will somehow, the whole of us will be affected, the whole body. But if we be able to manage it well, then diffusing the anger is making us ease, making us relax. So over and over again, the Psalms encourage us not to get angry at all. Turn your focus to other people's good. Don't insist on your own way and you're on your own time. Give grace. Response with gladness. If the tension around you rise like wild animals, turn the other cheek so you can see another thing. Instead of giving it into aggression, give it to God. And this morning, may this word helps us is, it is not for us to carry our anger full of aggression. Face the anger with with God. And if we can do this, we don't really need to get the focus on what we can destroy. Because when we are angry, sometimes it stay in our body and it affects our uh, total uh, wholeness of humanity. We become so aggressive. We mostly respond to things wrongly, and then later we will regret. Okay, may this word of inspiration gives you a little bit of knowledge. We are a mere human being which has the capacity or given the capability to think before we speak. And just want to bring to you to the word of prayer. And it says, Dear Lord, thank you for the good advice your word gives. You know what situation makes me angry. Please erase my anger and help me to convey love to others. I pray in Jesus' name. So this is just a short video, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and um, if you can subscribe, please do so. Then we need more audience. At the moment, we have 4 audience. Thank you for tuning in, and God bless you. Until next video. Thank you very much. Bye.